When a man refers to a woman as a stupid woman, yeah, it's claimed that he's a sexist. But when a woman calls a man a stupid man, she's a strong, empowering woman. Now, in that one simple sentence, you've got the basics of the sexism argument, basically. A sexism argument that's just bullshit, and I'm sick of it. Okay? The truth is, we, men and women, are all sexist. We always have been sexist. Okay? Because men and women treat other men and women differently. It's as simple as that. If you're a woman and you're broken down in your car and it's dark and it's wet and it's rainy and you've got a puncture and you can't manage to do it yourself, and you see two people across the street who could possibly help you, you're going to want them to be two strong men who can lift it up, put the wheel on, get you home nice and safe and sound. But that's sexist. Why wouldn't you want it to be a woman? Then again, some are going to argue, well, I would want it to be a woman, but they're liars. Okay? Out there in the world, there are certain people, dangerous people, men and women among them, who basically want to rid the world of sexuality. Yeah? It sounds crazy, but it's true. These people want to create just one sex and equal sex. And they just won't accept that we, men and women, are different. Okay? They just won't accept it. But men and women are different because they see difference. They see different qualities. They see differences in each other. It's as simple as that. And this is going to be so controversial, but it's simply true. And that is that women are sexual beings to men. Okay? They always have been. And do you know why? Because nature's intended it to be that way. Okay? Now do a little experiment. Find a video of Kylie Minogue. Yeah, find a video of Kylie Minogue prancing around in her little gold hot pants on her video, Can't Get You Out of My Head, I think it was. Yeah? And show it to 1,000 men. Okay? And ask them 1,000 men to answer you honestly this question. What do you think of when you look at this video? Now, if you think that any of them 1,000 men, let's say between the ages of 20 and 50, are going to say, when I look at that video, it makes me think, oh, I'd like to go and have a cup of coffee and a good conversation with her. You're deluding yourself, okay? 99% of the men you ask, okay, in their minds are going to be thinking, how quickly can I manage to rip them hot pants off? Okay? The other 1% will probably say, oh, I don't think them hot pants go with her shoes. But they're the only two answers, in truth, you would get. Because a man's instinct when he looks at a woman, the first thing that kicks in is sexuality. Okay? When a man looks at a woman, okay, the first thing he thinks of is there any way, or has that woman got anything sexually beneficial to me? Okay? If the answer is yes, he proceeds along that path. If the answer is no, then he will proceed along a different path. He may want to find out, if there's any other benefits, friendly wise, or, if she's interesting, etc. But nearly all relationships start off on a sexual basis. It's the way the human race is programmed. It's the way all animals, which is what we are, is programmed by nature. You look for a partner, your first basic instinct is a sexual one. Okay, I'm looking for a woman, a woman to have my children. It's just nature. It's what we are intended to be. It's how we were intended to be. Whether you like to hear it or not, and whether all these lily-livered men, who've been softened over the years will admit to it, it's the truth. Okay? So the thing is, sexuality then leads to interests, then leads to love, then leads to partnership. That's basically how it goes in 99% of the cases, okay? Now, the thing is, men are accused of sexualizing women, but it's women who sexualize themselves. They sexualize themselves, and there's nothing wrong with it, with makeup, with doing their hair, with the clothes they wear. I mean, you go on the internet and you can see tens and tens of thousands of videos of women sexualizing themselves, flaunting themselves, right? But when a man leers at this, he's called a sexist. Yeah, it's called demeaning. Okay, but the girl herself who is flaunting, yeah, she's being empowering. She's expressing herself. Okay, but whether she realizes or not, she's expressing herself in that way to attract the basic instinct of a man. It's the way the world works. It's the way nature works. But these dangerous people, yeah, are trying to go against all the courses and all the causes of nature to create their own natural way. But it's so unnatural, it's untrue. Now, the other thing is, there's people out there, again, men and women, they're trying to create equality, yeah, where equality doesn't exist, okay? And they're attacking everything in this quest, okay? Even ridiculously, they're attacking children's programs. They're attacking Peppa Pig and Fireman Sam. It's an attack on the young, yeah, to try to push their own agenda. They're attacking Fireman Sam because out of 8 firefighters in that children's program, only 2 are female, and it's wrong. How can it be wrong? 5% of firefighters in the UK are female. That's 1 in 20. So Fireman Sam is over exaggerating the number, and yet it's still wrong. Okay, there was an ITV presenter who said, well, why can't it be 50-50? Well, the reason you can't have 50% female firefighters, love, is because if you're trapped in a burning building with a beam that's landed on you that weighs half a ton, yeah, I'm telling you now, you're going to want 2 6'4" firemen there trying to free you from that building, rather than 2 5'2", 9 stone women. It's just the way it is. Unbelievable, honestly. Yeah. And the thing is, we have been calling policemen, firemen, postmen, that way for 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Now they're police officers, now they're firefighters. What does it matter as long as they do the job they're paid to do? Okay? This PC equality nonsense it's not having a good effect on society, despite what you think it is. Yeah, it may be making 1 or 2 lily-livered men and feminists feel better about themselves, yeah, but in effect, in reality, yeah, it's causing more disruption than it is good. And the other thing they're trying to do is, I don't know what to call them, because it's like an unspoken crew, an unspoken group, just trying to ruin the place, really. But they're trying to force equality into sport, okay, into all kinds of sports. For instance, the biggest example so far was tennis, screaming for equal pay for female tennis players at Wimbledon in comparison to the men, and they got their own way. Despite the females playing on average 1.5 hours less per game, okay, at a much slower pace and a lot less excitement than the man's game, they won. They got equal pay. And it prompted one of the best female tennis players of all time to kind of outgrow her boots and to claim that she could beat any male player outside the top 200 in the world. So the number 203, a German guy whose name escapes me, played her. He beat her 6-love. And just to confirm his superiority, he beat her sister, Venus Williams, 6-1. Okay, so that kind of shut down any kind of equality in tennis. So take boxing. Women's boxing has become big in recent years. You put a 10-stone female professional boxer, yeah, into a ring with a 10-stone, yeah, in fact, no, put the best 10-stone female boxer in the world. In fact, no, put the best 12-stone female boxer in the world into a ring with just an average ranked 10-stone, give her a 2-stone advantage, 10-stone male boxer, yeah, into the ring. Do you know how the fight will end? It will end with a first-round knockout to the man. That is the discrepancy between the strength of a male and a female, okay? Darts, they tried it in darts in the last World Championships. Even though the women had their own World Championships, they allowed the top two ranked players to play in the men's. Okay, they didn't allow two men to play in the women's, which is inequality, yeah, prejudice, whatever way you want to look at it. If it was the other way around, we'd be screaming about it. Either way, anyway, the two top ranked ladies both got beaten in the first round by no hopers in the men's division. You know, golf, they cite golf as an example because the women shoot similar scores sometimes to the men do. Yeah. But what they fail to allow for is the fact that the women's tees is 60, 70 yards further down towards the hole. So you can't equate them either. And football, take the best female football, take the world champions, America, whoever they are, Japan, UK, America, whoever the best female football team in the world is, yeah? I guarantee you they would not play the 90th placed professional man's team in the UK. They would not play them and beat them, okay? The discrepancies between men and women physically in speed and strength, yeah, will never be bridged. Never be bridged to the point where they can compete with each other's equally. And it's just a vain, a pure vanity exercise to even attempt it. Okay, now they're not just happy with trying to create equality in sport, yeah. Men are being lambasted, they're being blacklisted, yeah, for opposing the attempt to shoehorn women into men's sports as commentators and experts. Okay, men who've spoken out against this have just never been heard from again. Okay, completely blacklisted. Um, so the thing is, in men's sport, yeah, it's very professional. Okay, professional men commentate on professional men. Yeah, can relate to their experiences. So how say a lady from women's football can come in and provide expert opinion on a game she's never played. They're totally different games. Okay, it's like me going into a restaurant and giving an expert opinion in the kitchen. I can't boil an egg. Anyway, oh God, listen, right, there's men, there's women, we have different attributes, we have different strengths, we have different abilities, yeah? Man's not better than woman, woman's not better than man, okay? We're both valuable, and in life and in nature, yeah, and in humanity, we've both got very important roles to play, yeah? So, for fuck's sake, yeah, to these idiots out there, accept this, yeah? Stop wasting everybody's time, right, with this ridiculous attempt, yeah, at forcing equality, you know. Till next time, take care.